Hon, get it out.
Did you literally put that in?
Oh my gosh. I didn't think I thought the holes filled over from high school. Help me get it out.
You just not clip that in your ear.
I think, does it look okay?
I literally can't even see it. He's mucking around with Nora's ear tag. Let me see your ear. I can't see it. Your hand's covering it. Oh, there. You didn't do it.
There's still holes there, though.
There are still holes there. We are currently waiting at the boys' bus stop. It's riveting today. The English family has been doing farm chores all day, getting ready because the ice storm that we were preparing for yesterday never arrived when they said it was going to. It's now arriving shortly. So we were debating on whether or not we were going to send the boys to school today because we thought the weather might really shift like during school hours. And then of course we don't want them coming home on the bus if that happens. But it seemed to have held off all day, so we didn't go early to pick them up. We're waiting at the bus stop. So everything that we did yesterday for mucking out and feeding and watering and everything obviously had to be done again today. So we spent a bunch of time today. Oh, I see the bus.
It's here.
It's the most exciting part of the day when the boys come home.
Only if they're on it.
Only if they're on it, though. Yeah. We got a new handle for our hose. Make things a little easier. Hold on, Nora. Nice warm water. So this one has this little top part here that turns the water on and off, which I kind of like better than the trigger. It's a spring on our trigger, one broke last time, so now we have a new one for the hose. So the pigs, Nora, and Mr. Henry are all happy in here. They're all happy in here, ready and tucked in for the storm. I have the blankets already in case I want to come out later and give them to Nora and Henry, but it shouldn't be too cold, especially when the temperature is clearly going to warm up if we're going to get an ice storm. It's made a huge mess with hay again, but look at how much easier now when we're not using the water for a second, but the water's still turned on inside. We can just have the hose here and I won't make a big spill like I did yesterday. So even though everything has had their meals and stuff for the day, because it's gonna be super cold and stormy tonight, we like to give everything a little extra grain before bed or before we go in for the night, just to make sure that everything's got lots of nice warm fuel in their bellies. If it was gonna be like negative 25 temps, we'd probably make them a nice warm meal or something, but it's not supposed to be too cold, just super snowy, and then we're gonna have ice storm. Aw, Henry's loving the grains. Nora saw me getting the grains for the pigs, and Phil said behind me she did a little like hop, skip, jump. She was so excited to hear the grain bag.
Yeah, she did. She kicked
So
off.
cute. She's adorable. Pigs are just having a little extra before bed. It's not really bed. It's only about 4:30, but we're gonna be out here a bunch.
Loving these.
These stalls are amazing. We've fallen in love with just hanging out here in the garage space, having these stalls. It's the best husband ever. Gave up half the working garage for his wife's little stalls here.
Oh my gosh.
But they worked out so good. I want to get some really thick black outdoor mats for next winter to line all the way down here.
Yeah.
It's just so that when we're in here, we're not standing on the concrete, because boy, it just radiates up your legs if you don't have really super thick on. It just would be nice to have something like the big black gym mats or something to put in here, or just get a bunch of more stall mats. And then obviously stall mats underneath in all of the stalls, but a few little improvements we can make as we go. This is essentially what I want to do also in the mini barn along the wall side. I'll show you another day where I mean in that mini barn space and why I mean where I mean, but it's a little blustery out there right now. Philip's just covering some of our extra hay that we have over here just in case we do get the freezing rain. It's already starting to storm.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be in for it tonight. I want to show you how pretty the coops look even in the stormy weather. Look at it, it's gonna be crazy tonight. I'll try to update you through the night so you can see tomorrow, but I just love the way the coops look in the winter. Turkeys are all tucked in. They are not coming out now the rest of tonight. Chickens are all tucked in.
Why do I shave my face and then this happens?
I was wondering, it felt like you were a little seasonally premature for a face shave.
Like, did I do this?
You jinxed us. I'm gonna check out the back property quick before we go in and get warm. Holy moly.
Oh, beautiful back here.
Our woods is so peaceful. See, I still keep thinking I'm like, this would be such a cute spot for the goats, but I just worry being so close to where we've seen coyotes and stuff. I have to massively fortify it. Who knows? Taking the path. Storms are coming. Oh yeah. It's getting really windy too because I can hear the trees all in the woods.
Beautiful though.
It got really cold really quick, but then it's supposed to warm up in a couple hours. Look, our woods are so pretty.
It's usually when you get like those thick, big snowflakes.
So ironically enough, on a day with the impeding ice storm, we actually spent a couple of hours this morning together doing a ground floor plan of how we wanted to do our raised garden beds for this year. We've been thinking a lot about our garden and absolutely 100% know that we want to be growing our own food for this season or for our year, for our family of 4, which I think is going to be very exciting for us to do. As you know, we started utilizing the greenhouse last year. Philip put so much time and energy into all of our seedlings, but with everything else we had going on, Mom already had raised beds already set up and it just wasn't in the budget for us to spend, you know, a couple $1,000s really essentially getting soil brought in, wood for raised garden beds and things like that. So Mom tended to the rest of the garden. But this year we want to be able to dabble with trying to grow here. And I think it's so strange that everything you research about gardening being like 6A, 6B, whatever your zoning number is, I'm just going to tell you that when we were 6A, 6B in Ontario, the growing conditions were completely night and day to our 6A, 6B here in Nova Scotia.
Oh yeah, it's night and day.
Like, there's no comparison to what we had. In Ontario, we had heat. We had warm sun heat for peppers and tomatoes and things that needed that like heat to get going. Yeah. And here we have like some sunny days, but we just don't get that warm heat. So it's going to be a trial and error. I think we're going to have to figure out growing in these growing conditions.
Well, a lot of our days are windy too.
That's the other thing. Windy, and here we have a lot of things that are going to try to eat the garden.
But this year, we think we have a really nice spot. It's going to be blocked from the wind.
Yeah.
Gives us lots of room to make the garden as big as we want it to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some pretty cool things going to happen.
We're working on something right now that we don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we're working on a plan for something for our raised garden beds. And then of course we want to do like the mulch pathways in between, but we're really focusing on like what we want to grow and what we need to grow, not only for our family, but what we want and need to grow to give produce to the animals all season long. Like all year round, we want to have squashes and pumpkins and things that we can really preserve in our cold room for the animals all year. Because as I mentioned in yesterday's video, it gets very costly purchasing human grade produce for the animals. And we like to give them as much as we possibly can. You see us give them all kinds of things. And unfortunately, because obviously times are tough for everyone, anything that's given away by the grocery stores as, you know, off-shelf food needs to go to people that need it, not our animals. Oh, yeah. So although I would love to take it for the pigs and the chickens and the turkeys, and it really just needs to go to the people, the humans that need it, because the produce is still good enough for people to eat, even though they take it off the shelves. We've gotten boxes before. A grocery store locally has given us several banana boxes worth of produce that they've marked out off the shelves for, you know, to give to the pigs. And I got it home and I'm like, this was still good for humans. So then you feel bad because I just know that like everyone has tough times sometimes, whether you have a lot of money or you don't. Everybody every once in a while could use a little extra help.
Right.
And so we've just been purchasing produce for the pigs and chickens and turkeys and everything we give, you know, produce stuff to. So we try to do as many scraps as we can, but we want to grow as much as we can. So we're literally going to grow a garden plot that's for the animals and then also grow our own stuff, which is pretty fun. So tomorrow, I think if we're snowed or iced in, I want to take a look through my seed inventory and see what seeds that I need.
We're definitely getting low.
We're getting low. We've definitely used a lot of seeds. In fact, I don't know if I need everything. I know I have a little bit, But I just found out that an event that I wanted to do last year called CD Sunday happens in our province. And last year it was like several hours away where they ran it last year. And I missed the one that was closer to us. So this year, I believe it's March 9th. There's a fun event that's about an hour and 20 minutes away from us called CD Sunday, where you can go and trade seeds and purchase seeds. And there will be lots of vendors where you can get different things. So I think I'm going to top up my seed pile doing that this year. And then I'll probably also order some of them online where we got them last year. But exciting, but kind of a weird time to be thinking about the garden because our main winter is right now February.
Yeah, weird time to shave your face and weird time to think about a garden. But that's how we do things here on the English homestead.
You have to plan ahead for what's coming up. And so I think it's kind of a strange time to do it, but I'm definitely thinking about that. But I kind of need your tips. If you live in Nova Scotia, I need all the tips I can get on successfully growing things because aside from being able to grow it in the greenhouse, anything we've put outside, even my sunflower seeds, didn't make it. The wind just whipped everything, wind burned everything, and or animals stole the seeds, resulting in nothing coming from the ground. Everything has to get started in the greenhouse. Yeah, anything that you grow here has to be started in the greenhouse and has to be like a pretty good size before it gets outside. And then your acclimation time for transitioning things from in the greenhouse to out has to be so much longer than just a few minutes here and there because it needs to transition from like stiller air with just a fan in the greenhouse to windy, breezy.
Yeah, well, I know our greenhouse did really well last year. It's just our fault for not getting everything in the ground when we should have. But the greenhouse was a success.
We failed the garden project miserably because we literally took on too much. We took on too much trying to start everything we were doing for planning for the barn and like other structures and other interior and outside projects in addition to, preparing for handmade stuff we were doing and all, sometimes you just think you can do it all and you just can't.
But the fun part of life is trying to do it all.
So now we get to try again.
Yeah, exactly.
But this year we really have like garden on the brain in terms of like what we want to do this year. So I think we're going to have much more success this year as long as we can get past some of the struggles that we're going to have growing not only in the province but also with weather and garden predators and things like that. But it's an exciting time to be thinking about spring.
Yeah, well, we're thinking about it now, so we're already aiming for great success.
We're going to be in the next 2 weeks or so making sure that we have all of our seeds kind of getting to be on hand, or at least in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And in about 2 more weeks, I'm ordering all of our meat chickens that will be coming the beginning of May. So we have some
fun
spring things coming. I think we're also going somewhere else really fun in a couple of weeks, but I'll tell you about that later.
Oh, we're going somewhere.
I was going to say, like, if I say it out loud, maybe he'll change his mind before then.
What? No, I know where we're going.
Oh, you know, okay.
Yeah, come on. I know where you want to go.
There's a place I want to go, and I'm going to take you with us. And I think when we get there, you're going to understand why I really wanted to go.
Yeah, Elysia called the place and was like, hey, I want to film. And they're like, I think I like what you got in mind.
Yeah,
so
they said I can film, which means I can take you with me because it's not a place that you typically would be able to film.
Yeah.
Or where you would think you typically wouldn't be able to film.
Yeah.
And so,
well, I don't think they let people film there, really, for reasons and purposes, but they're going to allow you to film.
They did say yes. So I will, when I get there, I'm going to go and introduce myself and remind them that they told me that I could
Well, maybe
film.
we'll call them again and just plant another seed.
But I am going to take you with me. And he says he's taking me there, so we're going.
I might regret it, but I am going to take you there.
That's in a couple of weeks. I think we have at least 2 more weeks before we can go there.
Should you give a hint?
No.
No hint.
Because
I think it's funner not to hint.
That's what I'm saying.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
You're not going to want to miss it.
I'm taking you somewhere
I
really
might want
fun.
to miss it, but you're not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited to go. It's something that... Okay, I'll hint. It's something that we both really enjoy doing, but we haven't gotten to do since we lived in Ontario. And I don't know if that's a really good hint.
Because they wouldn't have seen what we did when we did that in Ontario.
Maybe they would. Yeah, no, they wouldn't have seen it
Not on
at
the
all.
channel.
Yeah, it was before our channel, but we have talked about it.
That was a terrible hint.
No, it was a good hint. You don't want to give it away. So
I am taking you with me, and I've got permission to take you with me. So I think that's going to make it very, very
not
fun.
from me. I don't have to give you at least permission.
No, like permission from the place that I want to take you. But anyways, it is absolutely, I'm going to show you some snippets just in the next couple of hours here while we prepare this video for you, because we're on day 44 of daily episodes. 44 days. 44.
44.
Amazing.
That's so fun.
I'm not sure if we're going to have to skate from the garage to the house, but it hasn't started freezing rain yet, so probably not. I probably should invest in some snowshoes or some...
I gotta say though, in the garage here with the doors shut and the lights going, it's warm.
Look at this face. Miss Nora soaked herself having some fresh warm water. Excuse me, miss. You need a face bib. And Henry, of course, is eating his snack facing his little girl. He loves Nora. Good thing, just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Henry got a Nora for Valentine's Day.
Aww. Yeah, you his Valentine. Look at this face. She was listening to our every word while she chomped. Henry, can you say hi? Henry.
Oh, hi, Muffin.
Hi. He's like, there's some grains down here. We're gonna let these guys be for a couple of hours while we get ready to edit today's video. Everyone's tucked in for a bit.
We love you. Thank you for watching today's episode, day 44. Just day 44. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, which is going to be a great day because I already have my Valentine. So, I don't have to put any effort into it. Just kidding. We love you.
We love you.
We'll
See you tomorrow.